good Wednesday morning. I'm Scott Stanford. As you know, my friends, the news cycle changes very fast. Do you guys remember the time when we were all wrapped up in the drones buzzing around the skies in New York and New Jersey? November and December filled with sightings and everybody demanding, what the heck's going on? Well, the White House came out with some answers yesterday about what it was all about, and they said it wasn't very much.
In 5 words from Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt, here's the bottom line.
This was not the enemy.
She did say more. Turns out the FAA had authorized the drones for research, and there were others that could have been hobbyists. Staten Island Borough President Vito Fossella says it's bizarre that the FAA was basically investigating itself.
They didn't treat people like adults here. They should have just come forward months ago.
In New Jersey, Borough of Chester Mayor Janet Hoven is still wondering
what the research is, whether it's for national security or for whatever reasons. They don't want to reveal the research.
Mac Rosenberg, 1010 wins on 92.3 FM.
And Jersey Congressman Josh Gottheimer calling on the FAA to hold a public briefing to address the concerns of residents in the Garden State. Winds News Time 7:31. Traffic and transit. Hump day. We made it to the middle of the week. How we looking, Andre Ferro?
Not so fast on the New Jersey Turnpike. This is a disabled tractor trailer in New Jersey over by Interchange 9. All lanes are open. The vehicle is on the shoulder, but it is causing delays. Now, eastbound 78, the Newark Bay Extension area, we have a crash in that vicinity over by Interchange 14, which is causing big delays heading away from Newark Airport on the eastbound side of the Newark Bay Extension. And I see a lot of cars using that because they don't want to deal with the delays on the Pulaski Skyway. And I can't blame you for that. We're very slow approaching the Tunnelly Avenue Circle. Here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. Well, the inbound Holland from that point, you're going to need 30 minutes, and the delays continue on Tunnelly Avenue itself, Secaucus Road area, southbound and northbound by Manhattan Avenue. Inbound Lincoln would be the best for you. Just some scattered delays eastbound on 495 approaching Tunnelly Avenue. Then it opens up for you, and it gets a little slow around the helix heading inbound. Inbound George has actually improved about 25 minutes. That's about it, but the West Side Highway is moving well in and out of Manhattan, much better than what's going on the southbound Harlem River Drive, which is very slow, heading down past the Triborough and approaching the 59th Street Bridge on the southbound FDR. Speaking of the 59th Street Bridge, that is slow Manhattan bound, and the Midtown Tunnel is actually slow heading back into Queens, which is kind of unique. Traffic is sponsored by MajorWorld.com. Don't get duped by low advertised prices on pre-owned cars. Once you try to buy one, the final price will end up being thousands more. Come to Major World for transparent pricing and no surprises. Major World, 4340 Northern Boulevard, Long Island City, Queens, 1-800-MAJOR-AUTO, or go to MajorWorld.com. Traffic and transit on the ones and breaking traffic alerts whenever they happen. Andre Ferro, 1010 wins on 92.3 FM.
Nothing without you.
In 2009, Kelly Clarkson breaking all U.S. chart records as this song would jump 96 spots in its first week from number 7 to number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100. 96 spots.
Being with you.
Meteorologist Heather Zare. We're going to be a little warmer today, Heather, and we get some sun and clouds. Maybe some rain later on is what you're talking about?
Yeah, we are going to have a chance for a little bit of rain, although it does not look like it's going to affect too many people. Overall, I think the wind is going to be our biggest issue for today. A wind advisory is in effect from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m., and we'll have sun and intervals of clouds with wind gusts as high as 45 to 50 miles per hour. Temperatures get up to about 48 degrees, so it is a milder day, though that wind will make it feel chillier. And then there is a chance for a stray shower this afternoon that can even mix with some snowflakes north and west to the city. Those northern and western parts of the area are most likely to see any kind of shower. Tonight then will turn out clear. It'll be a blustery, colder night, dropping down to 24, feeling like 10. And then with sunshine and a chilly breeze, we'll hit 38 for tomorrow. Right now, 41 in Central Park, going up to 48. I'm AccuWeather meteorologist Heather Zare on New York's weather station, 1010 wins on 92.3 FM.
Hey, it's Scott Shannon. Check out my True Oldies channel. Just download the free Odyssey app, search Scott Shannon, and lock it in.
Powered by River Spring Living, with a beautiful campus overlooking the Hudson River where older adults can live, learn, and flourish. For info, go to riverspringliving.org.
Winds News Time, 7:34. Suspected Gilgo Beach serial killer Rex Heuermann going to be back in a Suffolk County courtroom this morning as DNA is at the center of today's proceedings.
The judge today is expected to set a court date when both sides can argue if DNA evidence that authorities say links Rex Heuermann without a doubt to the murders can be used at trial. Defense attorney Michael Brown says the lab used in California is not reliable.
Astrea is a company on the West Coast. They're not an accredited lab, a forensic lab, even in California, much less New York. Their science, this quote-unquote science, has never been deemed reliable.
However, the Suffolk County DA says they believe the DNA will be admissible at trial. Heuermann is accused of murdering 7 women. He has pleaded not guilty. Sophia Hall, 1010 wins on 92.3 FM in Suffolk County, Long Island.
How about this nightmare scenario? The owner of a home in West Caldwell, New Jersey, tied up, held at gunpoint by 3 guys robbing his house. Police say they got the call around 4:30 in the morning that the home on Longheat Avenue was being broken into. The owner says he woke up to see the suspects coming in through a glass sliding door in the back of the house. They tied him up while ransacking the home. They got away with collectibles, cash, and an SUV. The Jeep Grand Cherokee was found in New Brunswick after it was involved in an accident. Police are still on the hunt for those 3 suspects. Wins News Time, 7:36. I'm not sure there's anything Cardi B can do that can shock her fans at this point, but she continues to try. We'll tell you what she showed the world on Instagram. 1010 Wins Entertainment is coming up next.
Westbury Music Fair concert update. Coming up soon, the Moody Blues' John Lodge performs Days of Future Past on February 26th. Judy Collins on February 28th. Dionne Warwick on March 8th. Burton Cummings of the original The Guess Who 60th Anniversary Tour on March 15th. Get tickets now at livenation.com. Part of the Catholic Health Concert Series.
Hi, I'm New York State Health Commissioner Dr. Jim McDonald. I'm here to respond to lies being spread about the future of home health care in New York. There are businesses pushing a misinformation campaign to protect their own profits. It's meant to scare you into thinking that New Yorkers will lose access to home care. That's false. Your governor and I would never let that happen. So here's what you need to know. New York State has a new plan for a vital program known as CDPAP. Our plan will protect New Yorkers who rely on home care. It will protect vulnerable people from businesses that haven't played by the rules, and it will protect taxpayers from middlemen that have abused Medicaid funding. Our plan will deliver better home care service. If you're a CDPAP home care user, you can keep your trusted caregiver. If you're a caregiver, it'll be easier for you to get paid. New Yorkers will get better care and better service at a better price. That's the truth.
A message from the New York State Health Department.
1010 wins. When I need to know.
Gotta know what's happening in my city.
I needed to stay on top of what is going on.
Curated just right.
1010 wins.
92.3 FM. I don't dance now. I make money.
Her piercings, she's got a lot of them. She's done the eyebrows, the lips, the hips, the belly button, even has her throat pierced. Well, what was left? Her newest piercing, you could say, is a real pain in the tuchus. Cardi posting up on Instagram that she got her tailbone pierced. Her tailbone, you know where that is. Well, Mama 3 posted a picture as well just to prove it to her fans. Cardi B, getting it done again.
Entertainment on 1010 Wins is sponsored by Shulman and Hill, New York's injury lawyers.
Go to hurtny.com.
That's hurtny.com.
Everyone deserves a fast and reliable connection. One that helps better their everyday through the things they value most. Friends and family, education and career. A connection that opens pathways to opportunity and builds roads to a better future. At Spectrum, we're committed to delivering just that every single day. Because with the right connection, anything is possible. That's Life Unlimited. That's Spectrum.
Well, good morning, kiddo. I love that you're home from college. I've missed you.
Still taking your nature-made vitamins?
Every day. A multivitamin and a probiotic. You better be taking yours.
Still looking out for me, Mom.
I'll never stop.
Made to care for you every day. Nature Made, the #1 pharmacist recommended vitamin and supplement brand. Find us in the vitamin aisle. Made based on a survey of pharmacists who recommend branded vitamins and supplements.
My friends, we are the most important radio station on the planet for the most important people in the world. We're talking about us here at 1010 Wins. And you.
The News Watch never stops. This is 1010 Wins at 92.3 FM. You give us 22 minutes, we'll give you the world.
Good morning. We are at 38 degrees at 7:40 on this Wednesday, January 29th. I'm Scott Stanford. Here's what's happening. It's sentencing day for former New Jersey Senator Bob Menendez. After his conviction on bribery charges, Mr. Menendez facing up to 15 years in prison. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem riding along with ICE agents in the Bronx yesterday. She says they took some criminals off the streets, and she'll continue to watch raids go down firsthand. Deadly day in Brooklyn yesterday. 2 separate shootings. 1 teen was killed in East Flatbush. A 21-year-old man was shot to death in Crown Heights. Caroline Kennedy comes out swinging against RFK Jr. She begs the Senate not to confirm her cousin as the next Secretary of Health and Human Services. Calling Elon Musk, white courtesy phone. President Trump calling on the SpaceX founder to get up and away and get those stranded astronauts home from the International Space Station. Checking sports, the Rangers lost, the Islanders won. St. John's Hoops on a roll. They won 7 straight. AccuWeather, we get a mix of clouds and sun. Going to be windy. Hold on to your hats. Could see a spotty rain shower in the afternoon, high around 48 degrees. Winds News Time, 7:41. Traffic and transit. Let's get you back out to Andre Ferro.
And big delays still on that northbound side of the Deegan heading up towards the Marshallua. That crash is still being worked on. It's been out there for quite some time. Here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. Inbound George going to run you 25 minutes. But what's causing the extra delays are what's going on in the eastbound cross Bronx. Bumper-to-bumper traffic from the Alexander to Hamilton all the way to the Bronx River Parkway. There's westbound delays there as well. Bruckner is moving way better east and west. That might work for you. Southbound Harlem River Drive delays are terrible, passing the RFK Triborough, and that's causing a delay on the span of the Triborough Bridge heading towards the Harlem River Drive. So go with the West Side Highway, which is moving way better in and out of Manhattan, if that works for you. Inbound Lincoln, that's going to cost you 15 to 20. The inbound Holland is worse because the delays on the Pulaski Skyway heading into Jersey City, passing the Tunnel Avenue Circle, bumper-to-bumper action there. And then there's that eastbound crash on 78 over by the Newark Bay Extension, causing big delays not only on the Turnpike, but on the eastbound side of 78. There's westbound rubbernecking delays as well. Traveling in Queens, big delays on the westbound LIE by Woodhaven Boulevard, and the westbound BQE from Queens Boulevard to the Kosciuszko and heading towards the exit 32A ramp, which will bring you onto the Williamsburg. Next report, 7:51. Andre Ferro, 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM.
Well, today's the day former Jersey Senator Bob Menendez faces the music as he is set to be sentenced for his bribery conviction.
Federal prosecutors want the judge, Sidney Stein, to throw the book at Menendez and sentence him to 15 years. The 71-year-old former senator's legal team that was asked that Bob Menendez faced no more than 2 years. Much of Menendez's support and his wide circle of friends have disappeared, but one that continues to stand by him, Passaic Mayor Hector Laura, who spoke with 1010 Wins.
I wanted to ask leniency. I've seen the father that he is. I've seen a man who truly believes in his children and a man who stood up again, I'll reiterate, for all communities.
Now, Menendez's lawyers have asked for bail, so after sentencing, he would not have to immediately report to prison. As for Menendez's wife, Nadine, she still has to face her bribery trial. It's been delayed several times as she's battling cancer. Glenn Schuck, 1010 Wins, 92.3 FM, here on Pearl Street, outside the court in Lower Manhattan.
Wins News Time, 7:44. New Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem rode along with ICE agents in the city yesterday. She says she'd like to take part in future raids in search of illegal immigrants. Noem telling Sean Hannity on Fox News last night that yesterday's pre-dawn operation took down some career criminals, along with a violent gang leader who was hiding out on the Big Apple.
Everybody who has been concerned about walking their children to school or spending and doing business in these communities now know that